a child of the 80s. Now, as this is my first video for 2024, I'd like to take the opportunity to wish you all a Happy New Year. Thanks for your support so far, and if you haven't subscribed already, then make sure you do. I've got some really good content planned for this year, and I wouldn't want you to miss out. For this video, we're going to take a look at the old Billy Paul's unit. I thought it'd be nice to do a little bit of an introduction, so I went online to see what I could find. Now, it was a difficult subject to research, if I'm honest. There wasn't a lot of information available, and this is where the guys on the Memories of Middlesbrough Facebook page really stepped up and helped me out. They provided some rather interesting stories, some images, and they managed to help me with a few dates as well. So thanks for that, guys. And if you are interested in the history of Middlesbrough and finding out more about it, then I suggest you join the page if you haven't already, because it's a really good resource. I'll stick a link in the comments below. Billy Paul's Club was opened by Taz Leisure in 1975, and that's the same company that had opened the Madison Night Club the year before. It was based on Corporation Road, and it used the space that was left behind by the old co-op. It was an old basement space, and it was accessed by a set of rather dodgy stairs. It was billed as a kind of upmarket club, and it was used quite a lot by businesses, like meetings and sort of a bit of a wine and dine sort of thing, and somewhere you take someone if you want to impress them, perhaps an area manager or on a first date. It was also used as a kind of feeder bar for the Madison Club that it sat below, and as both venues are owned by the same company, it kind of made sense. Also, its location right in the centre of the town where all the drinkers were meant that it was a very, very popular venue throughout the 80s and the 90s. Now, I did visit Billy Paul's Club around 95, 96, something like that, but I must admit I only went in once or twice. And now that's not because I didn't like it, that's because I was about 17 at the time and it was a bit of a gamble as to whether I would get in. But getting knocked back at Billy Paul's didn't stop the night, we just tried our luck somewhere else. Well, it remained in the ownership of Taz Leisure right up until the end of the 1980s, where it was sold to Granada Leisure Group, and they also bought the Madison at the same time. As far as I understand, Granada Leisure Group didn't really change a lot as far as Billy Paul's was concerned until 1997, when it became Yanks. It was rebranded and it included a bit of a decor change inside. Now, the rebranding of Billy Paul's to Yanks was kind of its final hurrah. It only lasted 3 years, finally closing its doors for good on the 5th of May 2000. That was the last time a recreational drink was taken in that place, which is a shame. Now, as you know, Barclays Bank has the space now and they don't really use it. It's accessible for service purposes. There's a lot of maintenance that's required under there. There's a lot of substation connections and things like that. Now, you'll see when we go down there that it's a bit wet, and that kind of another reason why you wouldn't be able to use the unit. Now, the site's no longer accessible externally. Barclays Bank now operates that full area and it's had a complete remodel, so you have to access the basement through a very convoluted route through Barclays Bank, so don't think you can just turn up and go, I'll have a look what's down there, because you won't be able to get in. Now, my tour guide for today is Craig Weatherall, and he's the operations manager at the Cleveland Centre. He's been there for well over 35 years, and what he doesn't know about the centre isn't worth knowing. He's seen a lot of changes there that he's very keen to talk about, and it was a pleasure having a walk around with him that day. I think that's enough of an introduction for now, don't you? So let's get the main event on the go. Roll the film. Is that the doorway through to the Madison there?
No, that's the cellar.
That's the cellar.
This was the bar.
Ah, okay. Right, it's a little bit wet underfoot, mate. I'm glad I put these boots on. That's where the bar was. But it's very wet, isn't it?
Yeah.
Where's it all coming from?
Comes from the ground.
Is it all coming up?
Yeah.
So what stopped it from doing that before?
You know, they did do it.
Oh, did it?
So the stairs used to come down there.
So is that from the street?
Yeah.
You used to queue up outside, didn't you, and come straight down the stairs into here? So that's where the bar was there.
Yeah.
I'm getting it now.
Actually, this was the stairs. That and that was the toilets.
So those two there were the toilets.
That was the toilets. That was the toilet.
What's that in the middle?
It was all the toilets, so there had been a wall.
Oh, you probably went in that way.
One went in that way. One
And the stairs came down there. Look at that. I thought that must have gone round where like all your barrels and things were.
No,
There's a lift there.
There's a lift there. That lift goes to the service deck and into Madison.
I remember it being a lot bigger than this. Do you?
Yeah.
I recall it being much bigger. It must be a telly bracket or a speaker bracket or something. And why did they paint McDonald's on the wall?
Well, it changed to a bar called Yanks from Billy Paul's.
Right, okay.
So that's why it's done like this.
And it's got your Miami Dolphins over there. I see.
And the yellow cap.
Smells damp as well. Yeah, as you say, that was probably, you probably went in and turned left for the ladies or right for the men's. What's behind that wall?
To the street.
Oh, is it?
Well, the street above, but that's...
Oh, so that would have been the outer wall. Yeah. Oh, so the toilets were probably here somewhere.
Probably that line there.
Yeah.
That you can see.
Yeah, you probably came in here somewhere, something like that.
The time now, when you came this way, one toilet, I can't remember, the ladies or gents who came in here.
Yeah.
And the other one, the other way.
It was over that way. But obviously all the walls have gone.
Yeah.
So was there a link to the Madison for this then?
No.
I think you remember there was, unless I'm thinking of that other stage where you went down a little bit.
No, it definitely wasn't a link.
So the only reason you've got lights down here is for maintenance? Yeah. And that's all you use it for? Oops.
Yeah.
See, there's another set of tiles there. There's two sets.
Well, they're just tiled over.
Over, yeah, yeah. But when this was made, was it always intended to be like a club and things like that? It was never opened as anything else and then changed?
It was always a bar.
So none of these walls have been put up or anything like that? So
These ones are.
so it was always this size though?
It was a bit bigger because it went back. So it would have went back to that wall out there.
Okay, so this bit wouldn't have been here for... Yeah, so it was... Yes, it would have been a little bit bigger, okay.
There was a staircase there.
Yeah, you can see.
That went out just onto the road. It didn't go anywhere else.
Oh, just been out in the road?
Yeah.
So how did they keep it dry then if all the water always came up?
Plus there was always someone in.
Oh, so the heating was sort of running and stuff like that. So you see, I would have sworn, I'd have bet everything that there was like a door or something that was at this end.
No, this was the cellar. This was the kitchen, you can go where the tiles were.
Yeah, the tiles were, yeah.
And that was the cellar.
So that doesn't go down any further?
So this wall here wasn't there.
No, that's been put in as well. So I'm assuming that door's behind there. So what was that wall put in for?
Oh, no, I tell you what, it's a substation.
For all these cables coming through here.
There's a substation there.
Yeah. Oh, cool.
So that's that.